Good afternoon. It's Friday, January 21st, and I'm standing here on the steps of the Capitol building. Happy to be able to talk to you and give you maybe just a quick update on what's going on this first week of the session. As we always do, we go into this session working very hard on our budgets to get those nailed down so that we can know where the spending needs to occur. And as many of you have been tracking, we have a large amount of federal money. Unlike some states that have to use that for daily operations, Utah is well managed, and so the money that we will spend, the federal money, will be for very large infrastructure projects that will benefit generations to come. So I'm excited about some of those that are coming up. Today and yesterday, some of the biggest topics were tax cuts. You may be tracking the fact that it's already been put out by our budgeteers that we're looking at $160 million set aside for additional tax cuts to Utahns. We're very cognizant of the fact that all of you, including me, I feel it every day driving to Salt Lake, the impacts of inflation. As numbers look anywhere from 7 to 8.5% right now in Utah, an increase on your bills. And so what we're trying to do is give you some tax cuts targeted to make life a little bit better for you. And I'll give you more information on that as we coalesce around the ideas. Some discussions have been everything from just a basic income tax cut to cutting food tax, to cutting fuel tax, to maybe giving some earned income credit for folks that will get back into the workforce. So there's a lot of stuff on the table right now regarding tax cuts, and I'll give you more information as the weeks go on. Secondly, and the last thing I'll mention in this talk is today you may have been tracking that Senate Joint Resolution 3 was passed in the House. That resolution effectively ends the mask mandate in Salt Lake County. Some may have questions as to why we would do that. A couple of reasons. Number one, the mandate was not enforceable, and in fact it was not being enforced in Salt Lake County. Secondly, we have a big problem with counterfeit KN95 masks. It's believed that up to 60% of those masks are counterfeit and not effective in giving the protection that people believe they're receiving. And thirdly, the data shows that Omicron is a little bit different than the initial COVID strain, and the data is showing that masks are much less effective in helping stop transmission. I think our real decision was based on the fact that we compared the local school districts in Salt Lake to those adjacent, and those without mask mandates that actually had less transmission rate than they did in Salt Lake County. And for those reasons, and the final reason I'll give you is all local government is a political subdivision of the state. It's not like the federal government when they come down on Utah with mandates. We are a separate entity as a state. It's not so with local government. And so we felt the local government wasn't acting, and so as a legislature we did that. And I'm open to receiving your calls, letters. I'm excited to get your survey data back as we sent out a survey electronically, and I really hope you'll give me your opinions on things. I value those, and they help me to make better decisions. Thank you.